Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, we will discuss OSI layers. OSI layers are most important topic in CCNA. We should understand these OSI layers. If you understand these OSI layers, we can easily understand packet flow in network. OSI layers are just a reference model. Just a reference model. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. OSI model is a reference model that explain how data travels from source device to destination device through 7 logical layers. So I will give you an example here. So what is the use of this OSI layers? Just understand here. For example, this is my PC. One second. This is my PC. This is my laptop. My laptop is connected to my Wi-Fi router. And Wi-Fi is connected to Airtel ISP, and Airtel is connected to Facebook server. For example, this is a Facebook server. My system IP address is 192.168.1.2 and server IP address is, for example, 1.2.3. So now, if you want to access facebook.com, so generally we open one browser. In the browser, we will type www.facebook.com, right? And when you enter this URL in the browser www.facebook.com, and if you hit that enter keyword on keyboard, what happen? This PC sends request to here, and the server gives you login page, right? Login page. So in login page, we need to enter our username and password, right? This is the process, right? But how this process happen? When you type this www.facebook.com, and when you hit enter key on keyboard, how this request actually reach server and how server will send this login page, how this entire communication happens. To understand this entire communication, so we need to understand OSI layers. OSI layers are very, very important. So this entire communication from this PC to this server, this entire communication is divided into 7 layers. OSI layers are reference model. In OSI, there are 7 layers. There are mainly 7 layers. One is application layer. Second is presentation layer. The third one is session layer. The first we will discuss these 3 layers in this session. The first we discuss about application. What is application? What is the responsibility of application layer? This application layer provides interfaces between user and service. Provides interfaces between user and service. For example, I will give you one more example. For example, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is there. So WhatsApp is application. It is mobile application. So what is the purpose of this application? To send messages, and whenever you receive message, to read the messages, we need this application. For example, Google Pay. Google Pay is one application. Phone Pay is one application. These applications are interfaces. For example, yes, here Google Pay. What is a Google Pay? Google Pay is one application. So this is the application. This application provides interface between you and your bank. Same way here, if you want to access this Facebook data from Facebook server, we require one application. That application is here, browser. You can use any browser. You can use Internet, Microsoft Edge. You can use Google Chrome. We can use Mozilla Firefox. You can use Opera. You can also use Safari. You can use any one web application. So these applications means these browsers provides interface between you and the server. So this application layer responsibility is providing interface between user and service. But what are the applications? Here, browser means what? Browser means browser use which protocol? Browser use HTTP. Means HTTP, HTTPS. These are the application layer protocols. HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, DNS, DSCP, Telnet, and TFTP. These all are the applications. So these applications provides interface between user and service. So first what happened here? I will draw again topology. This is PC. This PC is connected to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connected to Airtel. Airtel connected to Facebook. So here Facebook IP address is 1.2.3.4 and my system IP address is 192.160.1. So first here which layer involves? First application layer involved, right? First I will open browser. In the browser I will type www.facebook.com. That's it. This is the application layer responsibility. This application. So how do you enter our request? First open the browser. You can use any browser. Browser is nothing but what? HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Open the browser and type www.facebook.com. So this is the application layer responsibility. This application layer provides interface between the user and service. User and service. So here application layer provides interfaces between user and service. Example HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, DNS, DSCP, Telnet, and there are many applications TFTP, okay, and SMTP. So there are many applications. So these all are the application layer protocols. These all are the application layer protocols. HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, DNS, DSCP, Telnet, TFTP, SMTP. There are many application layer protocols. Remember this point. This application layer provides interface between user and service. The best example is browser. Without browser, we cannot access any service, right? Service means here web service, HTTP, Facebook or Google or any, these all are the web servers, right? So without browser, we cannot access these servers. So browser means that is one application. That application use HTTP protocol. So whenever you enter facebook.com, so the browser will automatically show http://facebook.com, right? So by default, some browsers use HTTP as a default protocol and some browsers use HTTPS as default protocol. This is application layer responsibility. That's it. Here nothing happened. Just to open the browser and type www.facebook.com. That's it. Next, what is the next layer? The next layer is presentation layer. The presentation layer responsibility is The presentation layer responsibility is encoding, encryption, compression, decoding, and decompression. See here, encoding, encryption, compression, decoding, decryption, and decoding. Sorry, decompression. Encoding means converting user understanding language into system understanding language. Encoding means converting user understanding language into system understanding language. Encryption. Encryption means converting readable format into unreadable format. Converting readable format into unreadable format. Or you can also say converting plain text into ciphertext. Ciphertext means encrypted format. No one can read your data. Even if any hacker hack your data, they cannot understand your data. That is encryption. Security purpose. The last one is compression. Compression means reduce the size. Reduce the size. So now here, when you type www.facebook.com, this is English language, right? This is English language. But system does not understand this language. So in the presentation layer, what happened? The first this data, www.facebook.com data, the first it would be encoded. Encoded. Encoded means what? It converts this English language into system understanding language. It converts user understanding language into system understanding language first. The second one is it will encrypt for security purpose. Means see here www.facebook.com, it is a readable format, right? So it converts into unreadable format. The third one is compression. Compression means to reduce the size. For example, if you are sending like a large amount of data, like a 500 MB, 200 MB, 300 MB data. So the presentation layer reduce the size. By reducing the size, what happened here? We can access quickly and we can save your bandwidth. That is the purpose of compression. For example, I have a 500 MB data. 500 MB data. If you want to send this 500 MB data over the internet, it consumes 500 MB data, 500 MB, right? But if you compress this data to 200 MB, what happens? We can save our bandwidth. We can also access this file quickly. This is the advantage of compression. So the presentation layer provides these three services: encoded, encoding, encrypting, and means encryption and compression. These three are done by source PC. At the destination, again what happened? Decoding, decryption, and decompression. 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 Now see here. Presentation layer provides encoding, encryption, compression, decoding, decryption, and decompression. Encoding means converting user understanding language into system understanding language. Encryption means converting readable format into unreadable format. Compression means reduce the size. This is presentation layer responsible. That's it. Here nothing happened. Same what we entered here browser www.facebook.com, that is the only data, but format only change here. The next layer is session layer. The session layer establish, maintains, and terminate the session. Terminate the session. I will give you one best example. You can easily understand. So what is the responsibility of session layer? For example, For example, this is my PC, this is my laptop, and here internet. In internet, there are many servers, right? This is Google server. This is Facebook server. And this is YouTube server. Google server IP address is 1.2.3.4. Facebook server IP address is 5.6.7.8. And YouTube server IP address is 9.10.11.12. Okay. And my system IP address is 192.168.1.2. So here I will access these three servers. I will open Google Chrome. In the Google Chrome, okay, this is the Google Chrome. In Google Chrome, from first tab, I will access Google server, google.com. From second tab, I will access Facebook. And the next tab, I will access YouTube. So from same computer IP is 192.168.1.2. From same browser, I am accessing three different servers. These servers might be in different locations. One server may be Hyderabad, one server may be Mumbai, one server may be some other country also, US. So I am accessing here three different servers. So my system responsibility is here. My system here establish separate connection for each destination. So one session to Google server, one session to Facebook, one session to YouTube. For every destination, system creates three separate sessions. The first, it will establish a separate session for each destination, and it will maintain and it will terminate the session. Total 3 phases. The first phase is what? Establish the connection. The second one is what? Maintains the connection. The third one is what? Terminate the connection. There are 3 phases. There are 3 phases. For every TCP packet, for every TCP communication, there are 3 phases. First is establish, then maintains, then what? Termination. Establish means what? We will discuss later, okay, right? Just leave it to TCP. In the next layer, we will discuss about this thing. Just here understand, this session layer maintains 3 separate sessions for each destination. So now here I am accessing Google server, I am accessing Facebook server, I am accessing YouTube server. So for these 3 servers, this system will create 3 separate sessions. How to see the sessions? If you want to see the sessions, the command is, I will show you sessions here. Go to command prompt. In the command prompt, the command is net start -ano. See, these are the sessions. See, there are many sessions are there here. For example, if you want to see, for example, Facebook, okay, I will access Facebook here from here, facebook.com. Okay, I got Facebook access. So what is the Facebook IP? How to know Facebook IP? NS lookup facebook.com. See, this is the Facebook IP address. So if you want to know whether session is established or not, for this IP, see here command is very simple. Net start -ano pipe symbol find str string and this IP address 163.70.140.35. See, one session is established. This is the session. This is process ID. This is process ID. For example, if you want to know Cisco.com, okay, you don't know, right, Cisco.com IP address, so we have not access here. So what is the Cisco.com? One second. NS lookup. First find out IP address, NS lookup, and Cisco.com. This is the Cisco IP address. So now here IP 72.163.4.185. See, there is no session, but IP is there, okay, but there is no session. But now if you try to access Cisco.com, go to browser, here, second browser, Cisco.com. Right, now open, right, now see in the command prompt, same command, up arrow. Oh, still it is not coming. Okay, one second. What is the IP address of Cisco.com? Okay, NS lookup Cisco.com 72.163. Now, oh, still is not showing, but maybe one second. Find string and established. One second, maybe IP address is maybe different. Yeah. Okay, these all are the successful sessions. See here, it's showing established, right? And what is the Cisco.com, that one? One second. You can also use this command, okay, whether this IP is Cisco or not. We can also use like this. One second. This one, right? Ping -a IP address 72.163.4.185. Yeah, it is ping, right? So it is a Cisco only, but session is not showing. Okay, one second. Maybe commands are. So commands are like this. So net start -, find string. This is IP and port number. This one 72.163.4.185. I will do one thing. I will open Google Chrome and here Cisco.com. Yeah, now see. Now go to here. See, right? Now we got, okay. These are the sessions. So the session layer maintains sessions. The first it will establish and maintain and terminate the session. So this is the session layer responsibility. That's it. So in the next layer, we will discuss about transport layer. The transport layer is a very, very important layer. Okay. And if you have any doubt in this session, please send your questions in Q&A session or in comment. I will give you response. Okay. Thank you.